welcome to the Gabrielle and Isaac Show. Gabrielle Brassard-Lecourt, the best journalist in the province. Her and Christopher Curtis, my two favorite people in the province. If you're listening, Claire, which I don't think you are, but if you're listening, Claire, you're also my favorite journalist. And if you're another journalist in the province who I like, you are also my favorite journalist. So it's not
Everyone's your favorite journalist.
What?
Everyone is your favorite journalist.
You are, but don't tell them. I'm just trying not to insult people.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Gab's my favorite. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about a whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, because we skipped last week.
We skipped last week because of Gab.
Yes, it was totally my fault.
She was getting laid.
No, I wish. I really wish.
Okay.
No, I was just stuck. I was working actually.
I know you were, yeah. Gab was working too much and she was just exhausted as well.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, we can do like 20 minutes here. And I was like, Gab, it's all good. Like
No, I had spent the day also with my goddaughter.
Yeah,
anyway.
We have 1,000 listeners. Like no one's too concerned. Like people are like, oh, that's
still
fine.
It's a rendezvous, you know.
I know, yeah, but it's not a big. No one cares. Everyone is chill.
Anyway.
No one's upset with you.
I know, but still, I'm happy to be back.
Yes, me too. This week we had so much happen to a degree. Gab likes to say that she has been right all along, but she has only been partially right all along. And I just want to clarify.
And I will still be right for the future.
No, you won't. Before we talk about this, there was a budget vote this week, and I was being dramatic in order to spice up our conversations. I said that the budget will not pass when I obviously knew the budget would probably pass.
Of course.
But I did it for the show.
Okay,
and Gab is now trying to tell
you're
trying to tell me now.
Fake news.
You're spreading fake news.
Like scaring people with the Christmas election when everyone know that it wasn't gonna happen because no party wanted it.
Except the Liberals.
Yeah, but
I think the Liberals did want it. Mm-hmm. And I think the Bloc Québécois wanted it.
Yeah, but nobody cares about the Bloc. So.
I love the Bloc.
Yeah, but they're not in the equation. Stop talking about them like they have any influence of anything that they don't.
But I love them. And
yes,
the reason I love them is not because of their politics, is not because of anything they do. It's because they essentially...
Yeah, because they don't do anything.
Right, I agree with you. But they force the government to almost always be a minority parliament. Since the Bloc got started in Parliament, there have been more than 50% of governments which have been minorities, whereas before it was 80% that were majorities.
Maybe. But point is, they're not going to be the one doing an election.
I know, but what I'm saying is I love the Bloc because they force minority parliaments, and I love minority parliaments.
I get it, but we still don't care about them. Anyway.
You don't I care about them. A strong Bloc means a strong Canada.
Point is...
I'm naming the episode that. A strong Bloc
Point is, they're not going to be the ones doing an election. That was the point.
So, the budget passed.
Yes. And so the next election will be the soonest. I'm saying December 2026.
The election will be in spring 2026.
No, I don't believe that.
And the reason I believe that is because I think the Liberals will say, we have a negotiation for the free trade agreement with the United States, and if you don't give us a strong mandate, we cannot do it. And then they're going to go into election.
The Liberals, we don't have time to waste with an election. We're going to focus on doing this negotiation.
So you think they're going to use it as, we did a good job negotiating, elect us? And I think that they're going to say, in order to do a good job negotiating, elect us.
You thought a whole bunch of things about a Christmas election and it didn't happen. So
I was joking.
I don't think you're right about this either.
You are taking me out of context.
You're not right about this either.
Point is, the budget passed. But you know what it did show me, Gab? I don't know when the election will be.
It will be in...
but I know what you think.
2027.
But I don't agree. But regardless of when it will be, what it showed me was that this parliament is extremely fragile.
It is, yeah.
They, everyone's always like, they almost have a majority. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
No party wants them to do well. No one is happy with the Liberals. The NDP hates them.
Yeah, but the NDP is not like...
The NDP could, but if every party dislikes them.
Yeah, but the NDP, like, they have their own shit to deal with. Let's start by having a leader and then...
No, that's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm saying this parliament is fragile.
Yeah, I agree.
And their minority is a bad minority. Like,
it is.
They will not succeed on the next confidence
I still
vote.
do think that they're not going to focus on, like, having an election as soon as they can. They have other things to do.
But next fall, I think on the budget vote, because there'll be another budget vote.
Yeah, exactly.
November,
that's what I'm saying. The sooner would be next December, because it's not gonna be at the same time as the Quebec election.
I agree with you. I think it'll be after the Quebec election, but the budget vote is a perfect time to do it then.
Yeah, so it would be December or maybe
or January.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
or even spring. We'll see.
I think guaranteed fall election, winter election next year, basically. I do not think they will pass another.
Well, it depends. A year is a lot of time.
You're right.
It really depends on what happens.
You're right. Trump could invade us by then.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Trump, will he survive?
What do you mean?
The Epstein files.
Well, I'm guessing that my theory on that.
Yeah. We haven't talked about the Epstein
files.
No,
we haven't.
Okay, give me all the juice. What are you thinking?
My hypothesis is that because like they're gonna release it, but like they're not gonna all exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna
so my theory is that they already redacted all like the shit about Trump,
I think so too.
And so now he's like, I don't care, like release them because all the parts about him are not in there.
Yeah.
So
I think you're probably right, but also several members of Congress promised that if that is what happens, they will read the names, everything unredacted, out loud on the floor. Did you see that?
I didn't.
So,
but
it's gonna get out. It's gonna get out.
But I am thinking
do you think he's in them implicated as a pedophile? That's a genuine. You think he's a pedophile?
No, but I think he was.
I think he's in them.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a pedophile.
I don't think either. But
I think he's a serial rapist.
Yeah.
But that's a proven. Like he was declared guilty by the courts on that one. Yeah. So like we know that.
But nobody cares. So
apparently.
No, I don't think he was a pedophile, but I think he was close to Epstein, and he participated into
think so too.
His parties at some point.
Yeah.
And he knew the bad shit that was happening.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think all that. But also, like, it's weird that this conspiracy kind of seems to be true. Like, I don't believe in many conspiracies.
What do you mean conspiracies?
The Epstein stuff. Like, this upper ring of pedophilia in the United States government. You're like, there's no way that's true. No. This kind of seems true. Do you know what I mean? Like,
maybe.
There seems to be a real pedophile ring. And it's like, that is so strange.
Oh, man, and it's going to be terrible for the conspiracists, you know.
The conspiracists have been proven right.
Yeah.
And that's like so bad for
so bad
because like 9/11 conspiracists, JFK shooter. You're like, okay, whatever, but like they got it right for once, and so then suddenly they're like bolstered.
Although the conspiracy theory about pedophiles is like it's much more deeper than just the politicians. It's like the tunnels,
it's like all these rich super billionaires. Yeah.
No, but it's also like physically like the tunnels in the States. You don't know this?
No, I don't know about this.
It's like Wayfair furniture, like children are hidden in there. You haven't?
What?
Yeah, you don't know the Wayfair conspiracy?
I don't care about these things. Like,
well, I've given a class on fake news.
This is awesome. So. Tell me about this.
There's the conspiracy about you remember the Pizzagate?
I only recently found out about this.
Yeah, you were young. Yeah, that's why probably Pizzagate was like the ancestor of 4chan, basically. Like all the people are on 4chan, and what's the name of the movement? No, the movement of
QAnon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the ancestor of QAnon.
So it's 2016.
So Pizzagate, and Pizzagate was like. A chain of pizza places in the States, and one of the congressmen wrote an email to this chain to have a pizza party for his people, which was really that. But the email got leaked, and then the ancestor of 4chan people, they started interpreting what pizza meant, and it was like
so they added meaning to pizza when the guy bought pizza.
Exactly. And they were like, no, it's a hidden code for like pedophilia, and so this pizza chain is hiding a bunch of children in their back store, to the point that a guy went into one of the store with a gun, and he wanted to kill everyone that was working there, because they were like, you are hiding children in your back store, you're in this old network of like, it was really intense. So I mean, politicians sleeping with kids is a thing, but then like pizza store and like tunnels and Wayfair furniture,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But you give the conspiracists were right about one thing, which means they think they were right about everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
and and here's the thing though. Again,
and that's the thing about conspiracy. It always starts with something a little true. You know what I mean?
And then how did it start? Because this was before Epstein got.
There was before.
News. So how did they even start thinking some of this? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand where it originated. Like, why did you decide that pedophilia rings with a thing? I wouldn't have guessed that.
Well, it's also that because Epstein was known to sleep with really young people.
Well, he had already been jailed.
Yeah.
He had already been jailed once on account of pedophilia in 2011 or child trafficking in 2011 or 2012. And he only got jailed for 1 year.
Oh, really?
He got jailed for 1 year.
Wow. Anyway, and so I don't have a hard time believing that politicians, had ties with Epstein and participated into his things.
I mean, clearly it happened.
And so that's tricky about conspiration, because it's often starts with part of it being true,
Yeah, I just had no idea about it. The thing is, I think we've talked about this before, but I tend to ignore the far right stuff.
Yeah.
Like
me too. It's just because I was
because you teach classes.
Yeah,
because you're teaching classes.
Yeah. I was teaching a class on fake news and disinformation.
Yeah, which is like this is the primo.
Yeah, and I knew about this conspiracy because I was already aware when the Pizzagate happened, but I've learned a whole bunch, like the fact that birds are drones.
Okay, but that's funny.
It's funny, but it's a real thing.
It's not a real conspiracy.
It is. Because I have a group of students who did a half-hour expose on that theory, and the guy who started it as a joke, but his followers, it wasn't a joke for them. That's the thing. And even the guy, he did a big interview with Vice a few years back, explaining how this conspiracy that started as a joke, and you just wanted like a prank to like sell his merch, and he showed
that's still what it is. It's still a merch thing.
No, but not for the people, you know what I mean? Like, some people started really, really believing and taking it really seriously.
People have problems.
I don't believe in that all conspiracionists are just like people with mental issues, mental issues. I think, like, you need to explain the unexplained sometimes.
And so they find reasons.
Yeah, like COVID.
Yeah.
It was fucked up when happened, like countries shutting down. Like, you needed to...
You're just trying to rationalize something that is... your brain and body are having like a reaction to it, and so you need to rationalize it.
Yeah, anyway, we're diverging, but...
It's all kind of connected. I mean, the conspiracy stuff has turned into mainstream politics.
Yeah.
Which is a bad sign. That's very bad. Conspiracies being part of mainstream politics is bad.
And you know what else I think is going to like probably tap into conspiracy and make it bigger? AI.
AI is so bad.
So bad?
So, yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about AI today. There's this incredible article. I recommend all of you go read it. It is...
You should put it in
the description. Absolutely amazing article. It was by The Local in Toronto, a great independent journal, great group. And the article is by Nicholas Huhn-Brown. And the title of it is Investigating a Possible Scammer in Journalism's AI Era. And it's so engaging because this guy got a weird pitch from someone who has worked with other media, I guess. And so then the pitch got more and more suspicious, and then like he looked into like some of the quotes that she was giving him, and it turned out it was completely made up. So like this person was a scammer.
Yeah.
And like may not even exist in the capacity that they say they exist.
Yeah, and they were probably not even in Toronto,
Yeah.
Which is... And when they were writing for American publication...
globally, yeah.
Yeah, and when they were publishing for American publication, they said they were American, but then
so they've been lying to all these people, but then they were using ChatGPT to make quotes and make everything sound like individuals. And then the guy reached out to people who they were quoting, and they were like, "We've never spoken to this person before."
Crazy. It's so bad for journalism.
And it wound up that 4 of this person's publications in The Guardian and a few others, like some reputable journals, turns out completely fake, and their articles had to be removed.
Yeah.
And it led to me and Gab were just amazed by this. This is an amazing article.
But it's so bad because, I've been an editor for a decade, and when I was having to edit a piece from a freelancer I was working with, I never doubted that this person, this journalist, really talked to the person they say they talked to.
Why would you ever doubt that?
Well,
now you have to.
Yeah,
now you have to.
That's so bad.
What, Gab, is this? Because there are going to be new journalists, especially. It's going to be new journalists who are going to be the biggest culprits of this. People who just got out of school, who want to build a reputation, and who want a quick path, right?
Yeah.
You can see it happening.
It's
going to happen, right?
It's happening while they're in J school already.
It's while they're in J school. And,
that's terrible.
And so what are the solutions we can start thinking of? What is it that we can start doing as editors? Because I'm not an editor. You're an editor.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't
what can you do to stop this?
I'm gonna teach this this winter, and I'm a bit afraid that I won't be able to detect the AI piece that was made by AI. What?
It got stuck on your neck, and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I'm a bit afraid because I've been talking about this with other journalists and teachers, and apparently there are some AI tools to detect AI.
Yeah,
but they're not great. They're not great. And honestly, for me, it's just gonna be much more work as an editor, because if I'm doubting that your quote is real, the person you talk to is real or not, it's gonna take a lot of fact checking. But more fact checking would be good for sure.
I think we need to do more fact checking. I think we've gotten far away from that. There used to be a hardcore fact checking in journals.
Yeah.
There used to be hardcore.
But it's
places like the Walrus, for example.
It's so sad to doubt.
It is sad,
people you're working
but you have
with.
to.
I know, but it's so
I think there's also a barrier. So you and I have been working together a long time. Yeah. We work together. We know how each other works.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, Gab's probably using AI. Pivot and me and the Rover, we all work together. They work with me constantly. They probably aren't thinking to themselves. They're looking and they're like, yep, this is an Isaac Peltz article.
Of course not.
But a new person comes.
Exactly.
And a new person says
that's what happened in that piece, right?
Exactly. So then I think...
And you also want that, because you want new voices. You want to give a chance to new freelancers. So
But I think that if somebody new comes to you, it should be, their editors should be more suspicious. I think that's
bad.
But as you get to know someone, you've been working with someone for a couple of years, you probably...
Because this person, even in their resume, there were fake things. It's so weird.
Yeah, they claimed they were publishing a newsletter from the Walrus that they weren't. It was crazy.
It's crazy.
And I'm just,
Yeah, I'm really wondering what's the actual solution.
Well, I think there's a few things we have to do. I think I actually wrote to the local today. I sent them an email. I was so inspired by their article. I thought it was so good.
Yeah, it was.
And I wrote to them and I was like, hey, listen, I think one of the solutions, genuinely, is to be on social media.
Yeah.
A journalist on social media, at least you know their face. At least you know they're real. And I mean, that'll get harder and harder as time goes on. But also AI can't do the same thing over and over. So one image, it'll always look a little different. The person looks different every time it generates the same person. I look the same every time in every video. I talk the same in every video. I speak with a very specific, weird tone, I've been told. Everyone is like, yeah, you have a particular way of speaking, Isaac. And I'm like, all right. Is that good? It's worked out for me, I guess. But you know, you get to know someone on social media, you can check them, they're making videos, you see their face, you see, you know. Second, transparency in journals. I think the problem is for so long it's been behind closed walls.
I agree.
And we've expected that, but it's 2025. And it might be time to start saying, actually, we have to show our work. We have to be more clear.
The other thing for me is media. Well, it's linked to transparency, but it's media literacy.
But that's not on us.
But it's not on you, but I teach journalism, so I think it's...
you're saying, well, yeah, as a teacher, there's got to be work. It's got to be on every palier. There has to be work to be done.
I think even like primaire, was called,
from primary school, Yeah. I mean, but as a journalist here, you have to scare the students to not use AI.
Yeah.
Because they're using it.
I know.
And I mean, like, AI is a useful tool. Again,
me
and Gab are not anti-AI. Me and Gab are not anti-AI.
No, but there's a difference. So there's different AI, like tools, there's generative AI, which like generates content, like journalistic pieces.
Which is crazy.
And then there's AI tools like transcription, translation, super useful. So,
by the way, imperfect, hyper imperfect. Like I use an AI transcription thing. It's called Nuda. Nuda.
We use an AI translator for some part of our work at the collective, and I always have to edit because it's not. It's not perfect, but it's a good basis.
That's the thing. It's never perfect, but it's
a good basis.
It sure saves a lot of time.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I have hour-long conversations, and I'm like, oh my god, writing all this out by hand, and it gets a lot of things wrong in there. Sometimes it just, especially in French.
Yeah.
In French, it struggles much.
But at the collective, like for quick documents, or we use AI, but we also work with like a real human translator.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. So I think there are uses for it, and we're going to get maybe some criticism from that because there are environmental concerns, and
for sure.
I really respect that.
Yeah, same.
But I have environmental concerns about much more than just AI. I mean, AI is a part of it, but every single server has the same questionable premise.
The computer you're using to do your
not
research,
only that,
your phone.
Every film that comes out now uses CGI. Do you want to know how much of an environmental concern I have for CGI? Like, I'm not trying to defend AI use. I'm just saying that there's a lot of fish to fry here. Like, we have a lot of things to talk about, and AI ain't going anywhere. Also, there's maybe some misunderstanding of how it works. You got to understand the water that evaporates from the heating systems. They actually have, because they don't want to spend money. You got to remember that. When water evaporates from these cooling systems, it goes through a tunnel and is reused over and over and over. So it goes through the tunnel, is cooled, and then comes back down into the cooling systems. So I'm convinced it's less than people are saying, like less waste. But I don't know. There's been no definitive studies on this. Like, find me a good study. It hasn't been. It's too new of a technology.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have good studies yet.
For sure. Yeah.
I think in the next 5 years there'll be studies.
Yeah.
I think in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind. We have to push for more clarity. We got to push for studies because this technology is gonna stay. And so let's accept that. Stop being freaky about it, and start pushing for a real study into it, and also push for proper usage of tools. Like, I'm sure many journalists were real mad when Google came out and suddenly could just look things up instead of looking through old books. Like, I'm sure was so like there's a lot to discuss. I'm not quote unquote anti-AI, but I do think I am anti-AI when it comes to creating anything. So creating visuals, I'm not for that. For creating music, I'm against that. For creating articles, I'm against that.
For sure.
For using it as a big fat old thesaurus, sure, I'm open to that. But I do not think anything should ever be created with AI, because AI will do it worse than you. If you have a brain, no offense, if you have skill and you actually work on yourself, you can do it better than AI, because AI is going to be the most generic, voiceless
boring
thing.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
And like AI is technically perfect when it writes. Like in regards to the form.
But it has no soul.
No soul, which is a weird thing to quantify, but it was such an engaging article. I think there's a few solutions. Teachers have to be really on this, and teachers are already working on that. I'm in university right now at Concordia. The teachers are working hard.
I'm sure.
You're working hard. You're a teacher. I think the journals need to do more fact checking. I think that we have to be more careful. We now have to, if you're going to publish someone, you have to ask for the transcriptions and the recordings.
Yeah, I do that with my students, but I don't know.
It's going to take so much more time.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking that they can give me a record, like an AI recording. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Anyway. But the thing is, like, give me your sources coordinates and I can call them too.
I think you got to do it.
But it's so much more work.
I think places like Pivot and the Rover might want to consider getting a fact-checking team. Savannah's doing it. Maybe that's what Savannah's going to have to start doing more of. I think that Pivot is probably going to have to consider having, removing a journalist and having a fact-checker, because I know they have such limited funds.
Yeah.
Anyways, really interesting stuff. Read the article. I've linked it below. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as me and Gab did. It's so engaging. Let's get AI out of any content creation. Let's get it out of there. I think that is, for me, the line. It's content creation.
I agree.
Then the last thing I want to go over, Gab, could you explain to us what happened with the Quebec Liberals this week? Because it has been a blast.
Quebec, we should talk about Quebec for sure. So Liberal Party, for a start. Marois Risky, she's a Liberal deputy. And she got rid of her chief of staff, I guess. I don't know, I'm not exactly sure of the title.
The chief of staff.
On Monday night, but she didn't say exactly why.
It was very strange.
Very strange.
Out of nowhere.
And so this person, her name is Geneviève Hines. She's been in the Liberal Party for a long time. She's really close to Pablo Rodriguez, the new leader of the Liberals. And so on Tuesday, Pablo announced that Marois was kicked out of her function. And it's a bit weird because we don't really know why Risky took that decision the previous day, and it's not public. And then Hines sent her a cease and desist. And so it's kind of obscure, honestly. We're missing a lot of pieces about that story.
It's so strange that I keep thinking to myself, am I missing something? Like, I read the thing and I'm like, did I miss a piece of information?
Yeah.
There is no information. For some reason, this lady quit, or she fired this person, and then she got fired by her boss.
Exactly.
And we don't know anything.
And Marois Risky hasn't spoken. Pablo hasn't really spoken to that because the next day, another thing occurred where the Journal Montréal broke out a big investigation about some people being bought, their vote being bought during
given $100 each to vote for
Pablo Rodriguez. And so if it's true, it's kind of bad because
it's a huge scandal if true.
It's a huge scandal.
But
Pablo's response has been that if this occurred, he was unaware that he's gonna do an independent investigation to figure this out, but that he knows nothing about it. Is it true? Is it not true? I don't know, but for sure, he just started speaking out a little bit. I don't think his legitimacy is established yet.
He doesn't have a legitimacy yet.
But this is so bad for him.
I would be shocked if Quebecor published something without checking with their lawyers first.
For sure.
I just can't imagine such a big organization.
No, but politicians, threatening to sue media happens all the time. It's not really, and I'm sure the investigation at Québécois, it's backed up and
Of course it's backed up.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think it's a good answer to say that.
Yeah.
I think Pablo should just have said, we're gonna do an investigation and left it there. Because to threaten the media is never a good idea. Especially Québécois, because they have teeth and tooth.
They have the team.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're the largest, richest media in the province.
Yeah, exactly.
They're huge.
And
they own everything, basically.
Yeah, so the Liberal, it's not great for them. I'm sure the CAQ is happy because the heat is
off them for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute.
And because this week we saw that their numbers got to the lowest they've ever been for Legault.
Yeah.
So it's not good for them. Things are real. Quebec politics is crazy right now, and it is so fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's and like then, for me and Gab, we're just like calling each other. We're like, oh my God. Like literally we've been calling each other several times this week.
And then on Saturday, there's a Québec solidaire deputy, Vincent Marchal,
who got ejected.
Yeah, he says that he left on his own.
He did not leave on his own.
Because the party discovered that he had secret conversation with the Parti québécois. Where he's probably gonna go, but when
he's gonna try and go if they accept him.
Yeah, if they accept him. So now he's gonna be an independent until the next election, or until he goes to the PQ if the PQ wants him.
I think the PQ is probably saying this guy's got too much stink.
Oh man, if I
was
he
doesn't have a good reputation.
Well, he's neutral. He's a bit beige, honestly. He's just like. But if I was the PQ, I was like, oh, we want a QS thing, because we want a QS candidate. No?
You think they would want it?
Well, just because for the stunt, no? I think, and it's the first ever Québec solidaire to walk the floor. No? Well, he hasn't walked the floor.
Yeah, because he's independent now, but. It's crazy. It's a huge scandal. It's been a great week for watching Quebec politics.
Yeah, it's really. I'm really curious to see what will is Pablo gonna leave? You think so?
I think Pablo's probably done.
I don't think so.
I would be. I think there's good argument for both. I'm actually kind of in the middle on this, because I think it's a year out and he can probably just ride it. People are gonna forget by next year. But I also think that. He has done nothing and doesn't even have a seat.
Yeah, but it's too soon.
Yeah.
I think it's too soon.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm in the middle. I think it could go either way. If Quebecor keeps up the heat, the thing is, because it might work out not in his favor, how he does a cease and desist and he says, I'll sue you. And they go, okay, well, and then the person who leaked it to them comes out and it's like somebody at the top and you're like, oh, fuck. It's over. Like, if his ploy to threaten Quebecor backfires and it winds up revealing that it's in fact extremely true, ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
He should have said, we will do an investigation and left it. The fact that he's stoked that he kept responding and I'm going to sue you, that's going to make it way worse for much longer.
I agree.
Really bad decision. He's done a terrible job managing this.
He didn't have a good answer.
He's been very ineffective as a leader for the Liberals so far. Like, he got elected, 4 months ago now?
Yeah,
June.
Which is...
And he's done nothing.
Yeah, but
he's said nothing.
It's not long enough.
I know, but I expected him to say more. Like, he's not even critiquing the CAQ.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you should be saying every day.
Well, I mean, probably this week he would have. But then, 2 scandals occurred, so
But, you don't want to start off your political career as a leader being on the back foot.
No, but...
So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm in the middle. Yeah. I really think there could be a world where the caucus is like, we fucked up, new election. But because they have lots of time to get someone in there.
Yeah.
And I think that the other 2 frontrunners from the Quebec Liberal leadership race, Blackburn and the other guy... immediately responded. So they think there's going to be an election. They think he's done for.
Yeah.
But the caucus is probably not wanting that.
No.
They don't want that.
For sure.
It took them a year and a half, 2 years to even find Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The election is in next fall. It's not that far.
That's what makes me think he might be okay.
Yeah.
If it was in 6 months, I think it's over. But it's in a year. He can probably just...
Oh, yeah, he can pull it out.
He can just be like,
and people forget. People
forget so fast.
Yeah, really. So, yeah.
So I don't... Yeah, I'm in the middle on this. I do think it could go either way. We'll see how this week goes. But, I mean, Poilievre is not looking good on the Conservative side. I think no problems he's going to get full confidence vote in January. But I also think that he is not long for this world. Chantal Hébert keeps being like, it's fucking over for this guy. She's never said fucking in her life, but she might in private, but she doesn't swear. Chantal Hébert is convinced it's over, and I struggle to go against the opinion of Chantal Hébert.
Yeah, but it's also who else?
That's why he's still there.
Yeah,
that's why he's still there. because there's no one else who speaks French is basically it.
Yeah.
I think if French wasn't so important, there would be someone else.
I don't think it's just French.
What do you think it is?
It's just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
There's lots to keep our eyes on. Keep your eyes on Quebec Liberals. Keep your eyes on the
Federal.
Quebec Solidaire. Keep your eyes on the federal Liberals. And keep your eyes on AI and fact check everything.
Yeah, if you see a content that seems like, too generic or...
Yeah.
With a lot of... but it's so... anyway.
Just double check
I find
your
it
sources.
so sad because it's like...
We live in a
we're
time.
gonna be doubtful of everything now.
Maybe we always should have been.
Oh, that's for sure. Yeah.
If you ask Noam Chomsky, who's in the Epstein files.
Yes?
Yeah.
But is it real? Is it true?
I don't know if he did anything, but he was friends with Epstein.
He was? Almost. I'm so sad to learn that.
It's crushing me right now. I don't know how to cope with this. Because you know when you're like, whatever, I don't care about Democrats, I don't care about Republicans. But then you say like Noam Chomsky, and I'm like, why
is it real or is it fake news?
No, he was friends with Epstein. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh my, oh my God, I'm so sad. It's crushing me.
Yeah.
This crushes me.
We're hoping that there's nothing in there. Because like, he's a famous guy. Maybe he knew someone, you know. He's like,
oh my
maybe
God.
he knew him from a distance.
I'm so disappointed.
Well, let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, me too. It like straight up crushed.
Oh my God.
The greatest critic of media in history, and
no way.
He's buds with Epstein. Yeah, my leftist little heart is crushed.
Same.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Please share, like, subscribe. We love you. And we'll be back next week with another episode. Goodbye.